Hi, boys and girls. We're working in our Journeys Reader's Notebook. This is Grade 1, Volume 2, and we're going to be working on 4 pages today. Yesterday we went long on our second lesson, and I never got to do this one. So we're doing pages 36, 37. We're skipping these two. We're skipping them, and we're doing pages 40 and 41. So we're just going to get right to it with this one. This is 2021. So go ahead and write your number. Make sure your numbers touch the top and the bottom handwriting lines, because that's how we write our numbers. And we're going to be writing a friendly letter about a special meal we had. And I think we'll write it to our principal, Mrs. Bailey, Mrs. B. So it says, "Dear Mrs. B." When we write a letter, we begin with the name of whoever we're writing it to. Mrs. B. Dear Mrs. B. These are abbreviations. If I were to spell Mrs. out the long way, there'd be like 7 letters, and I don't want to do that. And Miss Bailey, that'd be another 6 letters. They would not fit. But we're going to tell Mrs. Bailey what we had to eat that was, a meal. So let's say we had macaroni with cheese, okay? I ate macaroni, a k a r o n e. I ate macaroni with cheese. Ch is. Okay, so we're done. There's a period there. So now we're going to add a statement about that macaroni and cheese. So what should our statement be? Can we say that it was hot? Because if you just made macaroni and cheese, it's probably hot. It was hot. Okay, that's telling something. That's a statement about the macaroni and cheese. It was hot. Something else about the macaroni and cheese. It was hot. It was cheesy. Okay, maybe you added some extra cheese to it. It was, I could also say buttery. I'll put cheesy. It was cheesy. Cheese-y. I'm hoping that's how we can spell cheesy. It might not have an E. I don't have a dictionary with me. So anyway, phonetically it says cheesy. We're going to go with it. And then down here we have to ask a question, because I see that punctuation mark. It's a question. Okay, we made 2 statements. It said statement, statement. Now it wants us to write a question. So do you want to ask Mrs. B if she can make macaroni and cheese? Like, let's just say, can you make it? I ate macaroni with cheese. It was hot. It was cheesy. Can you make it? Yeah, we'll ask her that question. Can you make it? And then we can say, take care. Take care. You could say sincerely, but we're just going to put take care because, this is the time of COVID and we wish that she'll take care of herself. And then we'll say, you can write your name. I'm going to put an X here so that she'll know that you have to write your name, okay? I don't want to write Mrs. B or you guys will write, Mrs. G, or you'll write Mrs. G there. So write your name. So you can stop or pause, I should say, the video on this page until you have finished writing this letter about a special meal you had, which I know all of you have had macaroni and cheese, and sometimes it's been hot, and sometimes it's been cheesy. That does not look right. Okay, go ahead and pause and then join us for this page. We're going to be working with the contractions that end with apostrophe LL and apostrophe D. So I have some samples just to get your head in the game. These are contractions that end with apostrophe LL and apostrophe D. So this is he will, and it means the same as he'll. He'll run to the store. This one ends with apostrophe D. They would means the same as they'd. They'd love to come over and roast marshmallows with us. He would means the same as he'd. Wow, that has a lot of letters that have come out. It starts off really well, H-E, but then the W, O, U, L, they're all out. And all that's left is an apostrophe D. He'd. He'd. Okay, next one. I will means the same as I'll, except I will has that W-I. But when you take it out, you squash it together. It says I'll. I will means the same as I'll. Okay. We will means the same as we'll. We'll go back to school as soon as this pandemic's over. This is the contraction, and this is how it normally looks. And let's just do this one, this last one. We would means the same as we'd, except it doesn't have a whole bunch of those letters in it. We would means the same as we'd. We'd rather be in class with our friends. Okay, let's go ahead and do this page. This is showing how I would means the same as I'd. Like I would love to go to Disneyland. I'd love to go to Disneyland. Okay, right here it says, let's go ahead and raise this up a bit. We're on page 37. Ben said that, be late today. Ben said that he'd be late today. So he's going to be late. He, make sure there's no letters underneath the apostrophe. Duh. Ben said that he'd be late today. Make sure your apostrophe is touching the line on the top also. Beth, that's a girl's name. Beth said she'll go to the beach. So that means the same as Beth said she will go to the beach. But we're going to make the contraction. She, and then there's an apostrophe with no letter underneath it. Ul. She'll. Beth said she'll go to the beach. Mom and Dad said, go out at 5. They'll. Mom and Dad said they'll go out at 5. Mom and Dad said they will go out at 5. So let's write the contraction of they will, which is they'll. They, apostrophe, L-L. Gus said, I'd like to play in the sand. I'd means the same as I would. I'd like to play in the sand. Ignore that little mark that just accidentally got there. I like how I didn't put any letters underneath the apostrophe. It shows that I'm educated. Okay. We think, like a day at the beach. We think we'd. That means the same as we would. We think we would like a day at the beach. But instead we're using the contraction. Okay. We really went fast on this page, and so you can pause it here and finish writing your contractions correctly. And then for a challenge, you can always read them in the sentences. Okay, let's move on. Oh, we're skipping these two. And now we're going to practice whoopsie, our spelling words. And let's just read them. Okay, this is all of them. It even has the challenge words. Let's start off with the challenge words. Ain't, paint. It's time to paint the bedroom. Spray. Give me some bug spray. May. May I go to your house? Way. No way. You have COVID. Day. What day of the week is it? Grain. Rice is a grain. Play. My dog likes to play catch. Stay. I can't wait to stay with my grandma. Sail. I'm going to sail from California to Mexico. Pain. Pain. If you break your arm, you're going to have a big pain. Ale. Mail. Rain. Rain. And that's it. Okay, so these words are on the side right here. We're going to follow directions and practice them the way they want us to. Let's go ahead and move this up. This is page 40. Okay, spelling words with the vowel pairs AI and AY. We're going to write the spelling words that rhyme with fail. Fail ends with the word family AIL. So I'm going over here to look for AIL. I'm just going to look to see, oh, AIL, this one, AIL, this one. None of the rest of these end with L. So I'm just going to write sail and mail. Can you do that with me? Sail. Sail. And now mail. Ale. Mail. Now we're going to write spelling words that rhyme with bay. So bay is in the AY word family. It ends with AY, so we're looking for words that end with AY. And there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So AY, that's a dot. AY, 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 AY. Okay, so play, I'm going to spell first. P-O-A. Play. Next one is may. A. Since the last sound I hear is A, I'm going to spell it with an A-Y. Day. Again, day ends with A, so the spelling I'm going to use is the A-Y. Stay. I know I'm missing one. We'll go back and get it. A. Stay. Okay, again I missed the word way. So here's the way. W-A-Y. Way. I am done writing all the words that are in the A word family, the AY word family. So we only have 3 left, and they all rhyme with Maine. Maine is in the AIN word family. A-I-N is how you spell it. So we're going to go over here. Not that it has to have the same spelling to rhyme, but In this case, it does. So Maine rhymes with, let's make a circle, grain, rain, pain, because they all end with A-I-N, 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 and this is A-I-N. So I'm going to spell grain. Whoa, you can't even see it. Sorry. I'm going to spell grain right here. Grr. A. N. Grain. This says rain. Rain is like grain without the G. In fact, I'll just look at this one right here. I'll cover the G. That says rain. Rain. Grain, rain. Last one is pain. P. A. N. Pain. Grain, rain, pain. Okay, so you can always pause the video here to finish writing those spelling words. Okay, so now let's work on our commas in dates. So we have to get used to separating our date from our year with a comma. Okay, if we don't, then it'll be like October 252,016th. You know, it can get really confusing. So we just have to get used to it. And I'm going to just give you an example. I highlighted these actually. If you look, you can barely see it, but I put a little bit of yellow around them. So you could see how I separated this date, April 6th, from this year, 1963. Okay, I also put a finger space after the comma just to be double sure the date and the year are separated. This says March 21st, comma, finger space, 1986. These are correct. January 23rd, comma, finger space, 2021. So I wanted to correct these two because we're going to end up having to correct them. March 13, 2021, and we forgot what? The comma. So I'm going to put a comma here, and now it's correct. I separated the date and the year with a comma. This is February 28th, 2021. This is the date, this is the year. We're going to separate it with a comma. Okay, that's the rule. So on here, all we're going to do is circle the commas. So that will be easy. Get your favorite crayon or marker, and we're going to circle all these commas. All the commas that you see between the date and the year, go ahead and circle. Okay, and now we're going to correct the sentences. Sometimes they don't begin with the month of the year with a capital letter, and sometimes they don't put a comma between the date and the year. So this underlined part we're going to correct. This says March 16th, 2018. So with March, we're going to begin with a capital letter. March. Because capital letters always go at the beginning of months of the year, and March is a month of the year. March 16, so put 16. We always separate the month from the date with a finger space, and then the date from the year with a comma and a finger space. This is correct now. March 16th, 2018. This patch was planted on March 16th, 2018. I hope you remembered your comma and your finger space after your date. Okay, last one. The peas were planted on April 23rd, 2018. Okay, April 23rd, 2018. That has problems. April's a month, and they did not capitalize it. So I'm going to change that lowercase a to a capital A. Now it's correct. April 23rd. So I got to put a finger space between my month and my date. And I got, oh, they didn't put a comma, so we're going to put a comma and a finger space and write 2018. April 23rd, 2018. That's our work for the day in our readers' notebooks. Thank you for your attention. If you're not done with this page or any of the pages, you can go back in the video, or you can just stop the page right here and complete it. Thank you for all your hard work. I hope you learned something.